Suga Sean O'Malley needs an opponent. So who do you want to see him fight? I mean, largely that's who he's going to be fighting. Who do you want to see him fight? So Sean O'Malley said, I need an opponent. I want to stay on the card, right? You guys understand what's going on? Sean was on a main card. His opponent pulled out. Sean wants to keep that date. He wants to show up for work. Okay. All sorts of people when Sean said this came out. I mean, there must have been 10 guys. Off the top of my head, Ray Borg came out. Ricky Simone came out. Stammen came out. Moshe Shavili, I can't pronounce his name. Stud out of Ray Longo's gym came out. Who do you want to see Sean fight? And also, what kind of power is Sean wielding? All these guys are coming out asking for the fight, saying they'll do it, and they're right to do so. Sean said, I want an opponent. Okay, great. Speak up, right? Squeaky wheel gets the grease. But I'd like to know who you guys would like to see him fight. I thought there was legs, and I was hoping there was legs to Sean O'Malley, Dominic Cruz. That really went nowhere in a hurry. Okay. Another one I would like to see, and this one's a little off. I don't know if you guys are going to love this, but Jose Aldo. I would like to see O'Malley get a little bit more fast-tracked. I'm sold. I think he's the real deal. I think he can fight with anybody. I think he can be the champion on any given day. I think there's 5 or 6 guys in that weight class. Of course, your champion, Aljo. Of course, Peter Yan. Of course, O'Malley. I really think Dominic Cruz on any given day. I think Ricky Simone needs to be in there. I'm leaving guys out, of course. Rob Font. I mean, I could go on and on. There's some hammers there. You've got Dillashaw back. Where does Sandhagen go? I mean, this weight class is fun. 135 pounds. If I would have told you guys 3 years ago that 135 pounds was going to be this fun, iron on top of iron, competitive guys calling each other out, nobody afraid to fight. How quick can I get in there? Put me in, coach. I don't know if you would have believed it. And even if you did believe it, I don't know that you would have cared. It's incredible what the 35-pounders have done. I realize that Cejudo gets plenty of that shine, but Dominic Cruz deserves that shine too. You talk about carrying the torch. Dominic's the one that lit the damn thing. TJ Dillashaw deserves credit too. Font and Misha Shavili, who I should be able to pronounce his name, no disrespect there. It's a hard name. These guys are killers. Sandhagen, how far can he go? More specifically, who do you want to see take on O'Malley? And I'll put my name in there. I want to see Simone. I want to see Ricky Simone in there. But I also don't love the idea of people continually trying to, what seems, protect Sean. Sean doesn't want protected. Sean has never asked for this bulletproof Kevlar vest. He's asked for big opportunities with big names that get him into a title fight quickly. I realize he has the leg injury. I realize you have a star here. I cannot tell you with a straight face that if I was the one tasked with this, I would handle it any differently. I think there is some advantages that you need to recognize when you have somebody as interesting and as talented and as young as Sean. I'm just reminding you, he's not asking to be protected. He's not asking for anything except, as of right now, he's asking for an opponent on this specific date that happens to weigh 135 pounds as a good understanding of the unified rules. That seems very reasonable by me. I think we could all at least agree in a worst case scenario, let's get him that. Let's get him an opponent. Let's let him keep this date. And this used to be preserved at all costs. It still largely is 95%. 90 to 95%. If a guy's on a card, you keep him on the card regardless of something happened to the opponent. It used to be 100%. At least effort-wise, you'd move mountains to keep a guy on a card who you had advertised on a card or who you had planned to be on a card. Now we are seeing more common things of let's just remove both of them. The opponent's out, let's also remove the other opponent and just stick it on another date. I don't disagree with any of that. None. In this case, we have Sean O'Malley, who has overcome a few things. You think that leg injury wasn't real twice? You think he's still not dealing with some pains in that leg and he's hiding it and lying about it and toughing it out? He deserves something for that. In this case, all he's asking for is an opponent that weighs 135 pounds the day before between 9 and 11 a.m. and has an understanding of the unified rules. Can we at least give Sean that?